In the vast expanse of the universe, there existed a thriving galactic community. Countless alien species from various planets and star systems had come together to coexist and collaborate. They shared knowledge, resources, and technology, creating a diverse and interconnected cosmic society. Among these advanced alien races were the humans, the newest members of the galactic community. They had only recently ventured beyond their own solar system and made contact with the other species. However, their arrival was not met with open arms by all. Many of the alien races viewed humans as primitive and technologically inferior. They mocked and ridiculed the human species for their lack of advanced technology and perceived backwardness. The aliens believed that humans had nothing of value to offer to the galactic community. The humans, despite their best efforts to prove themselves, were often treated as second-class citizens. They were excluded from important meetings and decision-making processes, and their opinions were rarely taken into consideration. The aliens saw them as a lesser species, unworthy of their respect and recognition. One of the most vocal critics of the humans was an alien named Zorak. He belonged to a highly advanced race known for their technological prowess and scientific achievements. Zorak was a prominent figure in the galactic community, and his opinions carried a lot of weight. "These humans are nothing but a burden to our society," Zorak would often say. "They are centuries behind us in terms of technology and knowledge. They have no place among us." Many of the other aliens agreed with Zorak's sentiments. They believed that the humans were holding back the progress of the galactic community and that they should be left to their own devices. However, not all aliens shared this viewpoint. There were some who saw potential in the humans and believed that they deserved a chance to prove themselves. One such alien was Lyra, a wise and compassionate being from a peaceful planet. Lyra had taken a liking to the humans and saw in them a resilience and determination that she admired. She believed that the humans had something unique to offer, and that their perspective could enrich the galactic community. "We should not dismiss the humans so easily," Lyra would argue. "They may be technologically behind us, but they possess qualities that we could learn from. We should give them a chance to contribute." Despite Lyra's efforts, the majority of the aliens continued to look down upon the humans. They saw them as a source of amusement and ridicule, and they took every opportunity to remind the humans of their inferiority. The humans, for their part, refused to be discouraged by the constant belittlement. They worked tirelessly to improve their technology and knowledge, determined to prove their worth to the galactic community. They knew that they had a long way to go, but they were willing to put in the effort to earn the respect of the other species. As the humans continued to make progress, some of the aliens began to take notice. They saw the dedication and ingenuity of the human species, and they started to question their own prejudices. Perhaps the humans were not as primitive as they had initially thought. However, the majority of the aliens, led by Zorak, remained steadfast in their disdain for the humans. They continued to mock and belittle them at every turn, convinced that the humans would never amount to anything significant. Little did they know that a discovery was about to be made that would change everything. An ancient warship, buried deep in the jungle of a distant planet, was about to be unearthed. And this discovery would challenge everything the aliens thought they knew about the humans and their place in the universe. The stage was set for a confrontation that would shake the very foundations of the galactic community. The humans were about to prove that they were far more than what the aliens had dismissed them as. They were about to show that they had a history and a legacy that extended far beyond what anyone had ever imagined. In a remote corner of the galaxy, an archaeological team had been dispatched to explore an ancient jungle on a distant planet. The team consisted of both humans and aliens, each bringing their unique skills and knowledge to the expedition. The humans were excited to be part of such a groundbreaking mission. They saw it as an opportunity to prove their worth to the galactic community and to learn from their alien counterparts. The aliens, on the other hand, were skeptical about the inclusion of humans in the team. They believed that the humans would only slow them down and hinder their progress. As the team made their way through the dense jungle, they encountered many challenges. The terrain was treacherous, and the wildlife was unlike anything they had ever seen before. The humans, despite their lack of advanced technology, proved to be invaluable in navigating the harsh environment. Their adaptability and resourcefulness impressed even the most skeptical of the aliens. Days turned into weeks as the team searched for any signs of ancient civilization. They had been sent to this planet based on a tip from an old alien explorer who claimed to have seen the remains of an ancient structure deep within the jungle. The team had no idea what they would find, but they were determined to uncover whatever secrets lay hidden in the depths of the jungle. Finally, after weeks of searching, they stumbled upon something extraordinary. Hidden beneath the overgrown vegetation and covered in centuries of dirt and debris, lay the remains of an ancient warship. The ship was massive, easily dwarfing any of the spacecraft that the galactic community currently possessed. The team was stunned by their discovery. They had expected to find ruins or artifacts, but nothing could have prepared them for the sight of an entire warship. As they approached the vessel, they noticed something even more shocking. The warship was clearly of human origin. The aliens were in disbelief. How could a primitive species like the humans have created such an advanced piece of technology? The ship's design and construction were far beyond anything the galactic community had ever seen. It contradicted everything they believed about the humans and their capabilities. The humans, too, were amazed by their discovery. They had no knowledge of this ancient warship or the civilization that had created it. It was a mystery that had been lost to time, and they were determined to uncover its secrets. As the team began to explore the warship, they found that it was in remarkably good condition despite its age. The ship's hull was made of an unknown alloy that had withstood the test of time. The interior was filled with advanced technology that was far beyond anything the humans or the aliens had ever encountered. The aliens were forced to confront their prejudices and preconceived notions about the humans. They had always believed that the humans were a primitive and inferior species, but the discovery of the warship challenged everything they thought they knew. They began to realize that the humans had a history and a legacy that extended far beyond what anyone had ever imagined. The humans, for their part, were filled with a sense of pride and wonder. They had always known that they were capable of great things, but the discovery of the ancient warship was proof of their potential. It was a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of their ancestors, and it gave them hope for the future. As news of the discovery spread throughout the galactic community, it sent shockwaves through the established order. The aliens who had once ridiculed and dismissed the humans were now forced to reckon with the fact that they had been wrong. The humans had proven that they were far more than what the aliens had believed them to be. The discovery of the ancient warship marked a turning point in the relationship between humans and aliens. It was the beginning of a new era, one in which the humans would take their rightful place among the advanced species of the galaxy. The secrets of the warship and the civilization that had created it were waiting to be uncovered, and the team was determined to unravel the mystery that lay before them. The discovery of the ancient human warship had sent ripples throughout the galactic community. The archaeological team, consisting of both humans and aliens, was now tasked with uncovering the secrets of this remarkable find. They knew that the answers they sought could potentially rewrite the history of the galaxy and change the course of human-alien relations forever. As the team delved deeper into the warship, they encountered more and more advanced technology. The ship's engines, weapon systems, and navigation controls were unlike anything they had ever seen. Even the most technologically advanced alien species were in awe of the sophistication and power of the ancient human vessel. The team worked tirelessly to decipher the ship's systems and uncover its origins. They pored over the ship's logs and records, trying to piece together the story of the civilization that had created it. The more they learned, the more questions they had. One of the most puzzling aspects of the warship was its age. Based on the team's initial analysis, the ship was estimated to be over 1 million years old. This meant that the human civilization that had built it had existed long before the current galactic community had even formed. It challenged everything they knew about the history of the universe and the evolution of intelligent life. As the team continued their investigation, they discovered that the warship was not just a singular artifact. It was part of a larger mystery that extended far beyond the confines of the jungle planet. They found references to other ancient human settlements and technology scattered throughout the galaxy. This revelation sent shockwaves through the galactic community. If the humans had once been a highly advanced species with a vast interstellar empire, what had happened to them? Why had their civilization disappeared, leaving only remnants like the warship behind? The team knew that they had stumbled upon a mystery that could take lifetimes to unravel. They were determined to find the answers, but they also knew that they were not the only ones interested in the secrets of the ancient human civilization. As news of the discovery spread, other factions within the galactic community began to take notice. Some saw the ancient human technology as a potential weapon, something that could be used to tip the balance of power in the galaxy. Others saw it as a threat, a reminder of a time when humans had been a force to be reckoned with. The team knew that they were in a race against time. They had to uncover the truth about the ancient human civilization before others, with less noble intentions, could get their hands on the technology. They also knew that they were facing opposition from within the galactic community, as some of the more xenophobic alien species saw the humans' newfound importance as a threat to their own power and influence. Despite the challenges they faced, the team was determined to see their mission through. They knew that the stakes were high, and that the future of the galaxy could depend on what they discovered. As they delved deeper into the mystery of the ancient human civilization, they began to uncover clues that pointed to a cataclysmic event in the distant past. Something had happened to the humans, something that had wiped out most of their technology and knowledge, and sent them spiraling back into a primitive state. The team knew that they had to find out what had caused this catastrophe and whether it could happen again. They also knew that they had to be careful, as the knowledge they sought could be dangerous in the wrong hands. As they raced to uncover the truth, the team knew that they were on the brink of a discovery that could change the course of galactic history. They were determined to see it through, no matter the cost. The mystery of the ancient human civilization had captured their imaginations, and they would not rest until they had uncovered the full story behind the warship and the people who had created it. As the archaeological team continued their investigation into the ancient human warship, news of their discovery began to spread throughout the galactic community. The implications of the find were staggering, and it wasn't long before various alien factions started to take notice. Some of the more technologically advanced species saw the ancient human technology as a potential game-changer. They believed that if they could unlock the secrets of the warship, they could gain a significant advantage over their rivals. They began to pressure the archaeological team to share their findings, offering vast sums of money and resources in exchange for access to the ship. Other alien factions, however, saw the discovery of the human warship as a threat to their own power and influence. They feared that if the humans were able to reclaim their ancient technology, they would once again become a force to be reckoned with in the galaxy. These factions began to work behind the scenes to undermine the archaeological team's efforts and to ensure that the secrets of the warship would never be uncovered. As tensions rose between the various alien factions, the humans found themselves caught in the middle. Some of the more xenophobic alien species began to openly hostile towards the humans, seeing their newfound importance as a threat to their own dominance. They used their influence in the galactic community to spread rumors and misinformation about the humans, painting them as a dangerous and untrustworthy species. The archaeological team, meanwhile, was facing increasing pressure from all sides. They knew that they had to work quickly to uncover the truth about the ancient human civilization before the situation escalated out of control. They also knew that they had to be careful, as they were now the target of various alien factions who would stop at nothing to get their hands on the technology of the warship. As the team delved deeper into the ship's systems, they began to uncover more and more evidence of the advanced nature of the ancient human civilization. They found records of vast interstellar empires, of technology that far surpassed anything the galactic community had ever seen. They also found hints of a great cataclysm that had befallen the humans, a disaster that had wiped out most of their civilization and sent them spiraling back into a primitive state. The more the team learned, the more they realized that they were dealing with a mystery that could take lifetimes to unravel. They knew that they had to be careful, as the knowledge they sought could be dangerous in the wrong hands. As tensions continued to rise, the team found themselves facing increasing opposition from all sides. Some of the alien factions began to openly threaten them, demanding that they hand over their findings or face the consequences. Others tried to bribe them, offering them vast sums of money and power in exchange for their cooperation. Through it all, the team remained determined to uncover the truth. They knew that the stakes were high, and that the future of the galaxy could depend on what they discovered. They also knew that they had to be careful, as they were now playing a dangerous game with powerful forces that would stop at nothing to get what they wanted. As they raced against time to unlock the secrets of the ancient human civilization, the team knew that they were on the brink of a discovery that could change everything. They had to find a way to navigate the treacherous waters of galactic politics, to forge alliances with those who could help them, and to outwit those who sought to stop them. The road ahead would be long and difficult, but the team was ready for the challenge. They had come too far to turn back now, and they knew that the truth was within their grasp. All they had to do was find a way to reach it, no matter the cost. As the tensions between the various alien factions continued to escalate, the archaeological team knew that they were running out of time. They had to find a way to uncover the truth about the ancient human civilization before it was too late. The team decided to split into two groups. One group would continue to study the ancient Warship, trying to unlock its secrets and discover more about the technology and knowledge of the humans who had built it. The other group would set out to explore the surrounding area, searching for any other clues or artifacts that might shed light on the mystery of the ancient humans. As the first group delved deeper into the ship's systems, they began to uncover more and more evidence of the advanced nature of the ancient human civilization. They found records of vast interstellar trade networks, of technology that could manipulate matter and energy on a scale that was almost unimaginable. They also found hints of a great war that had torn the human civilization apart, a conflict that had raged across the stars and left nothing but ruins in its wake. Meanwhile, the second group made a startling discovery. Hidden deep within the jungle, they found the remains of an ancient human city. The city was vast and sprawling, with towering buildings and advanced infrastructure that had long since crumbled to dust. But even in its ruined state, the city was a testament to the power and sophistication of the ancient human civilization. As the team explored the ruins, they found more and more evidence of the cataclysmic event that had destroyed the human civilization. They discovered records of a great plague that had swept across the galaxy, a disease that had targeted the humans and their technology with brutal efficiency. They also found evidence of a desperate last stand, of human warriors who had fought to the bitter end to protect their people and their way of life. The more the team uncovered, the more they realized the true scale of the tragedy that had befallen the ancient humans. They had been a proud and mighty civilization, with technology and knowledge that had surpassed anything the galaxy had ever seen. But in the end, they had been brought low by a combination of internal strife and external threats, their empire crumbling to dust, and their people scattered to the winds. As the team pieced together the story of the ancient humans, they knew that they had to share their findings with the rest of the galaxy. They had to find a way to convince the alien factions to put aside their differences and work together to uncover the full truth of what had happened to the humans. But even as they prepared to make their case, they knew that they were facing opposition from all sides. The alien factions that had sought to control the ancient human technology were growing more and more desperate, willing to do whatever it took to get their hands on the secrets of the Warship. And the xenophobic factions that had always distrusted and feared the humans were more determined than ever to see them fail. The team knew that they were in for the fight of their lives. They had to find a way to navigate the treacherous waters of galactic politics, to forge alliances with those who could help them, and to outwit those who sought to stop them. They also had to find a way to protect themselves and their discoveries from those who would stop at nothing to get what they wanted. But even in the face of all these challenges, the team remained determined. They knew that the truth about the ancient humans was too important to be lost, that it could hold the key to unlocking a better future for all the species of the galaxy. And so they pressed on, determined to see their mission through to the end, no matter the cost. As the archaeological team prepared to share their findings with the rest of the galactic community, they knew that they were in for the fight of their lives. The alien factions that had sought to control the ancient human technology were growing more and more desperate, willing to do whatever it took to get their hands on the secrets of the warship. The team had been working tirelessly to prepare their case, gathering all the evidence they had uncovered about the ancient human civilization and the cataclysmic event that had destroyed it. They had also been working to forge alliances with those alien factions that they believed could be trusted to help them protect their discoveries and ensure that the truth was not lost. But even as they prepared to make their case, they knew that they were facing opposition from all sides. The xenophobic factions that had always distrusted and feared the humans were more determined than ever to see them fail, and they had been working behind the scenes to undermine the team's efforts at every turn. The situation came to a head when the team finally presented their findings to the galactic community. They laid out all the evidence they had uncovered, from the advanced technology of the warship to the ruins of the ancient human city and the records of the cataclysmic event that had destroyed the human civilization. At first, the response from the galactic community was one of shock and disbelief. Many of the alien factions had always believed that the humans were a primitive and backward species, and the idea that they had once been a mighty and advanced civilization was almost impossible for them to accept. But as the team continued to present their evidence, more and more of the alien factions began to come around. They could see the truth of what the team was saying, and they realized that the implications of their discoveries were staggering. However, not everyone was willing to accept the truth. The alien factions that had sought to control the ancient human technology saw the team's findings as a threat to their own power and influence, and they were determined to stop them at any cost. As the tensions in the room continued to rise, one of the alien leaders finally spoke up. He was a member of one of the most powerful and influential factions in the galaxy, and he had always been one of the most vocal opponents of the humans. "This is all lies," he said, his voice dripping with contempt. "The humans are a primitive and backward species, and the idea that they could have ever been a mighty and advanced civilization is absurd. This so-called evidence is nothing more than a fabrication designed to deceive us and lead us astray." The team tried to argue with the alien leader, to present their evidence and convince him of the truth of their findings. But he would not be swayed. He had made up his mind, and he was determined to see the humans fail. As the arguing continued, the situation began to spiral out of control. The alien factions that supported the team and believed in their findings began to clash with those that opposed them, and it seemed as though violence could break out at any moment. But just as it seemed that all hope was lost, something incredible happened. The ancient warship, which had been sitting silent and inactive for centuries, suddenly came to life. Its engines roared to life, and its weapon systems began to power up, casting an eerie glow over the gathered alien factions. The team realized that the ship had been activated by their presence, responding to the humans who had uncovered its secrets. And as they watched in amazement, the ship began to reveal its true power, demonstrating technology and capabilities that were far beyond anything the galactic community had ever seen. The alien factions that had opposed the team were forced to confront the truth of their findings, realizing that they had been wrong all along. And as the ancient human technology was revealed in all its glory, it became clear that the humans were far more than anyone had ever imagined, and that their place in the galaxy was about to change forever. In the aftermath of the ancient warship's activation, the galactic community was left reeling. The revelation of the true extent of the ancient human civilization's power and technology had changed everything, and the various alien factions were struggling to come to terms with what it all meant. For the humans, it was a moment of triumph and vindication. After years of being dismissed and ridiculed by the other species of the galaxy, they had finally proven their worth. They had shown that they were not the primitive and backward species that so many had believed them to be, but rather the heirs to a mighty and advanced civilization that had once ruled the stars. As the truth about the ancient humans spread throughout the galaxy, attitudes began to shift. The alien factions that had once opposed the humans and sought to control their technology were forced to confront the reality of their own prejudices and misconceptions. Many began to see the humans in a new light, as potential allies and partners rather than as rivals or enemies. The archaeological team that had uncovered the truth about the ancient humans found themselves at the center of this new era. They were hailed as heroes and visionaries, the ones who had dared to challenge the established order and revealed the true history of the galaxy. They were invited to speak before the leaders of the various alien factions to share their knowledge and insights and help guide the galaxy into a new and better future. But even as the galaxy began to change, the team knew that their work was far from over. There were still so many questions left unanswered, so many mysteries yet to be unraveled. They knew that they had only scratched the surface of the ancient human civilization, and that there was still so much more to be discovered. And so, the team set out once again, this time with the full support and resources of the galactic community behind them. They traveled to distant corners of the galaxy, following the trail of clues and artifacts left behind by the ancient humans. They uncovered more and more evidence of the advanced technology and knowledge that had once been lost, piecing together the story of a civilization that had reached heights that had once seemed impossible. As they worked, the team began to realize that the ancient humans had not simply been a civilization of warriors and conquerors, as some had believed. They had also been a civilization of great thinkers and dreamers, of artists and poets and philosophers. They had created works of art and literature that had endured for centuries, and their ideas and ideals had shaped the course of galactic history in ways that were still being felt to this day. And as the galaxy began to embrace the legacy of the ancient humans, a new sense of unity and purpose began to emerge. The various alien factions that had once been divided by mistrust and suspicion began to come together, united by a common goal and a shared vision of the future. They began to work together to build a better and brighter galaxy, one that would honor the memory of the ancient humans and carry their legacy forward into the stars. For the humans themselves, it was a time of great pride and responsibility. They knew that they had been given a special role to play in the galaxy as the guardians and inheritors of a mighty and advanced civilization. They knew that they had a duty to live up to that legacy, to use their knowledge and technology to make the galaxy a better place for all the species that called it home. And so, as the galaxy entered a new era of peace and prosperity, the humans took their place among the stars. They had proven themselves worthy of the mantle of their ancestors, and they were ready to lead the way into a future that was brighter and more hopeful than anything that had come before. The legacy of the ancient humans would live on, a shining beacon of hope and inspiration for all the generations to come. Years had passed since the discovery of the ancient human warship and the revelation of the true history of the galaxy. The archaeological team that had uncovered the truth had become legends in their own right, their names spoken with reverence and awe by all the species of the galactic community. As the team members looked back on all that had happened, they couldn't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. They had set out on a mission to uncover the truth, to shed light on a mystery that had puzzled the galaxy for centuries. And in doing so, they had changed the course of history itself. They thought back to those early days when they had first set foot on that distant jungle planet and discovered the ancient warship. They remembered the challenges they had faced, the obstacles they had overcome, and the sacrifices they had made along the way. But most of all, they remembered the moment when they had finally uncovered the truth about the ancient humans. That moment when they had stood before the leaders of the galactic community and revealed the true history of the galaxy, the moment when everything had changed forever. In the years since that fateful day, the galaxy had undergone a transformation unlike anything that had come before. The various alien factions that had once been divided by mistrust and suspicion had come together, united by a common purpose and a shared vision of the future. Under the guidance of the humans, who had taken their rightful place as the guardians and inheritors of the ancient civilization, the galaxy had entered a new era of peace and prosperity. The advanced technology and knowledge of the ancient humans had been put to use for the benefit of all, and the galaxy had flourished as never before. But even as they celebrated all that had been accomplished, the team members knew that their work was far from over. There were still so many mysteries to be unraveled, so many secrets yet to be uncovered. They knew that the legacy of the ancient humans was a vast and complex one, and that it would take many lifetimes to fully understand and appreciate all that they had achieved. And so the team members looked to the future with a sense of excitement and anticipation. They knew that there were still great adventures to be had, great discoveries to be made. They knew that the galaxy was a vast and wondrous place, full of untold wonders and possibilities. As they set out once again, ready to continue their mission of exploration and discovery, the team members knew that they were part of something greater than themselves. They were part of a legacy that stretched back centuries, a legacy that had shaped the course of galactic history and would continue to do so for generations to come. And as they journeyed out into the stars, ready to face whatever challenges and obstacles lay ahead, the team members knew that they were not alone. They had each other, and they had the support and gratitude of the entire galactic community behind them. They were the heirs to a mighty and advanced civilization, the guardians of a legacy that would endure for all time. And as they looked out at the vast expanse of the galaxy before them, they knew that there was no limit to what they could achieve, no end to the wonders that awaited them. For the galaxy was theirs to explore, theirs to discover, and theirs to shape. And with the knowledge and wisdom of the ancient humans to guide them, they knew that they could accomplish anything they set their minds to. And so, as the team members set out once again, ready to continue their mission of exploration and discovery, they did so with a sense of purpose and determination. They were ready to face whatever lay ahead, ready to uncover the secrets of the galaxy and carry the legacy of the ancient humans forward into the stars. The future was theirs, and they were ready to claim it.